what you're doing is already amazingly good, because what people understand is that when you're at the door, you can't start thinking about like, oh, hi, yeah, I'm with this like Andrew Yang guy, and you know, he's like a person, he's Asian.
Yeah.
Like, no, because
you gotta
they sense your energy. If your energy is like really off and like you don't really want to be here and stuff, they can tell that. They can tell that so easily. It's like, but yeah, no, and I joke around so much. Like, working on this, you have to, like, me and you talk about this rule all the time. Like, if you don't like the answers you're getting at the doors, there's only one thing to do about that: knock more doors. Because, like, it's literally statistics where at some point you're gonna get the nice Yang people and stuff, you know? Because there are times I go like 12 doors, not homes, and then 3 people who don't like Yang, and then finally one person who does like Yang. And it's like, because that's how this game works. It really is about getting to that last person. Yeah. Which is like, so I would say, if you don't like your doors, knock more doors. That's all it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's
I like that. And if you that's your last door and didn't work out well, keep knocking.
Exactly. No, and yeah, that's actually a joke I make is too. It's like, I mean, you know, when you're knocking on doors and stuff, right? Like, you know, you're not like, and me and you told Pug this rule so much. Like, your job isn't to win every single person you meet. Yeah. Your job is to make them a little more Yang than before you got there. That's it. That's all we're doing out here. You know. That's why even the people who like, oh, you know, Andrew, this is unrealistic, I don't want to talk about it, I'm not going to debate with you. I just said, yeah, have a good day, sir, you know? Because at the very least, I'm at neutral. Maybe a little better, but always you.
But I think it's a little bit better than neutral, because you had
like
a few seconds with them.
Oh,
right?
yeah, like
as a Yang.
Neutral is if they just see me and throw the door immediately. Then I guess that's neutral or maybe negative, but it's always remembering that part. Because like I said, when I first got here, I remember thinking I got Yang every person I meet, right? It's not true. Because some people, and the truth is, it wasn't like I wasn't working hard enough. It's because like it takes people time to warm up to an idea. Yes. You know, like it's when we talk about the different stages of Yang. My job is just to take them to the next step. You know, if they don't know who he is, now they know who he is. If they do know who he is but don't really like him, make him a little nicer. If they do like him, get him on the Yang train, you know? So so it's and I think this is the sort of things you learn on like canvassing stuff. It's like, you know, it is, again, it's a fun experience. I can say, like, when I first started off last year, I hated canvassing. It's the one thing I wouldn't do. But now it's what I've been doing the whole time for this campaign. So you get better at things for sure. Yeah. You know?
So what are you doing this weekend? Which city you're doing?
He's going back to school.
So basically the last 3 weeks I've been in Manchester for the most part, and then occasionally in sort of like, you know, Bedford and sort of, but we're nearby. But yeah, no, it's like, and it's interesting too, because when I'm knocking doors and communicating with people about like what's like, you know, why Andrew's running and stuff, you really do have to be flexible. I would say, like, especially Andrew's message, right? You will literally meet people on every side of the spectrum. You know, you will meet people who are like, very on the left. They need change. We need progress. They don't like Joe Biden. They don't like Trump. They don't need someone like, like who's gonna bring big, change. And then you also have people who are like, listen, I do not care about these Democrats. I want someone who can just beat Trump, or just like be like somewhat, it's establishment people, it's anti-establishment people, and you have to find a way to connect with each and every one, even if it means with a different thing. You know, I kind of joke around. I almost never mention automation at the doors, because the truth is that Andrew's the best at talking about automation, but only because he's got the town hall and like he really can get people on the more knowledgeable automation. I feel like at the door sometimes I don't have enough time to do that, right? I mean, Andrew's got like an hour and he absolutely like home runs with the automation. If I've got like maybe 20 seconds to a minute, I can't be telling people about automation. I remember, and you have to keep changing the message depending on the people. I tried that with a couple of doors. I was like, have you heard the fourth industrial revolution? They just looked at me and says, I don't really care about that. It's like, well, I guess we're not doing that.
I've done that. Yeah.
Being a good canvasser, I think a lot of it is you have to, like, the same message is still there. You know, you have to like get information. You have to like get to your voters. But how you start off, honestly, sometimes it's, and especially me and Jack always say, sometimes it's with jokes and stuff.
It's like sometimes I'll approach a door and obviously I like a dog, right? And so when they're dog barking, I'm like, oh, let her out. Don't worry. I'm not afraid of dogs and stuff like that. And that kind of warms them up a little bit.
Yeah.